Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and I have actually recorded this video once before, but it didn't record well because I was messing around with the cinch, and when I looked at the recording afterwards, you really couldn't see much from this particular angle, so I had to redo it. I'm not going to redo the whole process, but I will go over what I did, and then another thing that I got afterwards when I reviewed my whole process. So this here, these covers belong to an old notebook that I've had for about 10 years. It was already a spiral bound one. And this is the catch-all planner that I had custom printed a while ago. And that's still going well. The thing is though, after every day putting washi tape around the edges like that, the edges of the paper got really thick. And you could feel that whenever I had to turn over to a page that was on the used side, so to speak, rather than the new side, that the middle paper felt like it was in a bit of a valley, and then you had these edges on the outside, which is what happens when you put like washi tape or stickers on the same spot over and over again in a book. It starts to bulk up in that particular area. So that is what I noticed, and then I thought, why don't I use this cinch to put the used pages on another ring, and then keep the old ones on the old one. And that's what I tried to do, or well, I did in the previous video, but it wasn't visible, so I'm just going to quickly go through over how that worked. So this is the original ring that this one came on. I don't have a device for like neatly undoing one of these O-bound rings. What are these called? With the thing on the end. Let me just grab the, oops, sorry, bump the camera there. Is it here? Yeah, here, these. This is not something that I have a tool for to like open it up nicely. I'm pretty sure there are tools out there for that, but I don't have it, so I wasn't able to do anything neatly in that sense. Where's my first page? There. No, not the first page. This is from a couple of days ago. This is today. Alright, so don't have that tool, couldn't do that. So I had to do it manually. And then you have like the side of the cinch here, which I'm going to try to put on screen in a way that you guys can see it. There you go. You have these pins over here, like this. And so I basically opened up the rings and then placed them on here after removing all the paper. It didn't look very even because, of course, it wasn't like professionally done. I just did it with my hands, so it's kind of uneven. But I did manage to transfer all the paper on these rings. This is from another notebook. Well, you can see how that looks. This is actually because I tried to then recompress it with the thing on the back there. But anyway, so this is the result of the other pages being put in a separate little notebook. So this is all the ones that I have already used. And here you can definitely see the valley that is created like that. So these are the pages I've already used. I put them in a separate little notebook like this. This thing is very much worn. So that was an attempt I made and didn't quite get recorded, which is unfortunate because I wanted to kind of show how I used the cinch. This was, of course, put back on the original rings, so this is just now an empty stack, save for the few days that I've already kind of filled out. And occasionally you'll see some washi tape because I was using up some old washi tape that I wanted to kind of put it to good use, so I would just go randomly to different pages and put a bit of washi tape down. This one's really nice, I just don't have another roll of it. Okay, so the rest of it is fairly empty still. So that was what I was trying to do. And at the start at last week's video, I said that I had ordered some rings, and I thought when I ordered them that they were going to be the metal kind, which is the kind that came with the cinch as well, and that is used for this type of cinch. But when I got them, they turned out to be plastic. I'm trying to close the box so I can show you the box without it looking really crazy and falling apart. It's not really cooperating. Oh, no, there it goes, there it goes. Okay, so I ordered 3 of these boxes, and on the picture, I thought that they were going to be metal. Like, I didn't see this. I thought that there were, like, metal, pictures of metal O-rings, basically, on the box, but when I got them, they turned out to be plastic, like these here. And I was like, okay, great. Did I get the wrong thing? So I went and looked up my order to see if indeed that was the wrong thing that they sent me, because they had a whole bunch of these plastic ones, and then I thought 3 boxes of metal ones. I don't know if they even had any metal ones. Maybe I just kind of dreamt that up. But anyway, so no, they sent me exactly what I asked them to. So now I'm just stuck with 3 boxes of this. And then today I went to the thrift store and I found the thing that you need to make booklets out of these, and it was only $2.50, so I'm gonna grab that now. Put you aside. Move over, Mr. Cinch, because there is competition in town. I have no idea what the brand of this is. Does it say anywhere? Model CB80, serial number this and that. No, there isn't really any particular brand to this. But okay, this is a very compact binding ring tool. This, I guess, is just for leading stuff up to it. Haven't really found a use for it yet. So that just goes to the back. This thing has a... Oh, wait, before I do that, there is a little thing that comes out the bottom right here. Can you guys see that? Let me just move this one, so I can move the entire thing onto the screen. Because the reason I'm redoing the video is because it wasn't visible last time. There we go. Oh, now the entire thing is in screen. Yep, there we go. So we have this thing that comes out the bottom. You can fold it back in for storage, but for stability you want to have it out like that, so then it stands quite nicely. This thing has a button where you put it like this, it goes down, and then you can see these guys opening up, and when it goes up like that, of course goes back and closes. If you use this switch and press it, it locks in place. So this is where you would then load the paper. So if we put this back up, I have to see if I'm doing this right. Let's see, the things need to come out, so I'm guessing it goes like this. Yeah, and they put it over the back of here, oh, like that, and then it kind of just shove a little bit to the side so that these things end up under the hooks, and you should be able to just draw them open. There we go. Lovely. Press this in, and then you can put your paper in. Now, initially I thought that this was the only thing that this machine did, but then I saw this slit here, and it turns out that it's not just for loading paper, it's also for cutting them. So I have this sheet that I already perforated over here as an example, but over here in the slits you put the paper, and this of course can load some really large sheets, and then you just kind of go whoop. And then you got these guys. Isn't that amazing? So we put this out again like that, and then we have to load it onto the little hooks, which you're probably not going to be able to see because of the position that it's in. But trust me, I'm trying to get all of the little slits through the... There you go. These guys. Amazing. And then you open it up. Ta-da! And then you have one page on a binding ring, but that's fine. So I thought that was amazing that this small machine did all of this. So that was very nice to find. Also, there's a lot of dust in this thing because of course it's plastic and it attracts dust like crazy. But yeah, so now I have used for these plastic binding rings. That means I now have a machine for the plastic binding rings and the metal ones. Like these. Hope the plastic doesn't reflect too much. So that's great. So I can now do small booklets, and of course I can cut this plastic to size, and the rings can be cut to size, meaning I can make booklets of different sizes up to A4, and that's just gonna be great. Now I don't have a particular use for these guys yet, but when I go to the secondhand store, I think I'm more likely to find these plastic binding rings than the metal ones. So I'm glad that I have this machine so I can actually use these if I were to need them, or need new ones. For the time being, I have plenty of these, so I don't really need one. I could even make it like double-sided there, see, with the extra holes on the other side. It's an option. The only thing that I'm now potentially looking for, is something that I can use to undo these rings nicely. Because of course this is probably the worst one that I've done so far. I might grab the cinch in a moment to try and see if I can squash it a bit to try and get it to be less oval, because right now it's very much oval shaped. Just kind of pushing it around a bit, hopefully. Because I hear that there are tools that allow for that, kind of like this, but then for metal rings, because I don't think that this works on that. I could give it a try. Pretty sure this is not going to work, and in any case it would have to go in a way that it would load. Yeah, pretty sure this isn't going to work. No, I can't pull on the thing. No, never mind. If the cinch had something like that would undo rings rather than do them, that would be amazing, because then I could redo the ones that I messed up. Or I could just keep pushing and pulling on them until they look a little bit better. See, this is also already helping. Can you guys see this? I know. But anyway, so the video that I recorded initially that you're now not going to see, you're not missing out because there wasn't much visible on screen. I was just kind of like messing with the cinch, trying to figure out how it worked in the first place. And of course that led to me basically focusing mostly on the machine and not so much on where the camera was able to see things. So, I mean, I had some fun commentary on my own video in the video itself, but it wasn't quite the not quite instructional but informative video that I was hoping it was going to be. Okay, this is already looking a little bit better, and just with a little bit of manual stuff. It's not amazing, it's something. So that is what I've been doing, and like I said in my previous video, it's all part of my planner piece thing, that I am able to take care of all these things myself now. And I can make my own ring-bound books. I can make my own plastic ring-bound books, I guess, in different sizes. I can cut them to size because I have one of those cutters at home. I can laminate things. What else can I do? Well, punch holes, of course. I can also staple the middle of booklets, like not just the outside. I have a stapler that can be rotated, so I can actually just shove it in here and then it will staple here. Because you can, of course, take a regular stapler and stick it under the paper, but then it puts a staple in like this. And by rotating it, it goes like that. So then you can just staple the middle of the book. So that's amazing. It's like an old Chinese brand. If I have a picture of it, I might put it on the screen. And if not, I might put it in another video some other time so I can kind of demonstrate what I mean. But in any case, that's it for this video. I feel like it's slightly chaotic, particularly I feel like I didn't finish the story about the cinch, but I hope we got there in the end. So I am able to bind all sorts of books in all sorts of shapes and sizes, and I don't have to pay any extra for it. And it's all fairly cheap and secondhand. So that is my video for today. Hope you have a wonderful day. Make sure to enjoy your planners whichever way you like. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, and bye-bye for now.